Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Janet Greta Budgets and I am Janet. Thank you so much for being here. On my channel we do everything budget. I follow a cash zero based balance budget and we are trying to become debt free by next year, and we are working with cash in order to save what we need to and definitely stay on that budget so that we can pay off all of our debt. So if that's something you're interested in, then keep on watching. All right, good morning everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited today. Today is my favorite day to film because I love cash stuffing. It is my favorite day of the week and I absolutely love it. So first let's get into what we have for cash right now. Share this amazing new folder that I got. So this is what I take to the bank now. I already wiped this off because I received all of my cash, but I did have $440 was my total, and I just used a dry erase marker on this. I ended up getting this from Hi Hello Budgets off of Etsy. So thank you so much. It is absolutely wonderful. I even got a compliment from the teller at the bank. She was complimenting it and saying that every business needs to have one of these. So thank you so much. I absolutely love it. So I ended up getting the opal color. She has different colors to choose from. But if you're a Canadian follower, I know Anne on here, she has her own YouTube channel as well. If you're not following her, I definitely will link her in the description and I will tag her. Same with Hi Hello Budgets. She is Canadian and I will definitely link her in the description as well. But I love this, you guys. I'm so excited. It's the perfect size. She has different size for Canadian money and US money, which is fabulous because the Canadian money I think is a little bit bigger, I want to say, than American money. So let's get into it. I'm just going to take my money out. I wanted to show you that. Oh, I have a quarter in there. Oh, I know why I have that in there. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I wanted to show you that and share that with you, and it is absolutely amazing. So if you're looking for something to take to the bank, make it easier on the teller, definitely look into purchasing one of these. Also wanted to mention a little shout out from her is this is the envelope that I received, had a cute little sticker. I wrote her name on the back so I wouldn't forget who I ordered it from. And so I had also ordered placement cards. So these are 1,000 placement cards, which you will put in lieu of cash. So for some of my sinking funds, we are not there yet, but we are working towards it to get to 1,000. And this is what I'll put in lieu of $1,000 because I do want to deposit when it gets over 1,000 amount. I will be depositing into the bank. So this came in a 3-pack and this is the same opal and I just absolutely love it. So it's from the same seller on Etsy. And then she also gave me this cutie little sticker. I haven't opened it yet. It's just in a little package, but thank you so much for the little sticker. I absolutely love it. All right, so we are not going to have $440 in here because I put it at the back, but I did go grocery shopping and I allocated $100 for grocery and this is the remainder. So what we will have here and what we will count together to make sure it's all there is going to be $330, and then this is my grocery, and I'm just going to set that aside because just so I know that it's my grocery, and then everything else I will put in my bill separator. I have a little bit of a different setup. Let me know how this is, if it's a little bit easier to see the cash once I put it in my divider there. So we have 50, 100, 150, 200, 220, 240, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310, 320, 330, and 340. So that is correct. So how is everybody's week going? Are you on the saving train? Have you been saving your money? Have you been doing your challenges? I kind of mixed up my challenge today and I will show you. So of course I changed my challenge because that was kind of like a DIY challenge that I made up, but I found one and I will mention her name as well too once we get there. But I did set up a new savings challenge, which I am so excited about, and I will show you why. But definitely savings challenge are a fun way to save. So highly recommend them. They're only $1 or $2. You can find them on Etsy. I'm finding a whole bunch that are printable and absolutely amazing. So definitely look into that if you are interested in it. All right, let's get into our envelopes, and we are going to unstuff the ones that I unstuff every week and see how much that we have left. All right, so we are going to start by groceries. And in grocery, let's just move this aside, we have $6.10 we have left. So you know what, I'm happy with anything being left over in these envelopes, you guys. This is just an added bonus for me, and this is what I use for my savings challenge. I will show you in a moment if you are new here. And thank you for all of my new subscribers coming to my channel. I thoroughly enjoy it and being here and doing this and sharing all of my personal information on how to become debt free and doing my cash budget. So thank you so much for being here. I have $5 left in personal. And then in dining out, because my husband and I went on a coffee date. We went on a coffee date and we ended up buying a coffee. So that was our dining out. So we have $5.75 left. So also, if you're new here, we don't have dollar bills. We actually have coins, and this is a loonie is what we call it, which is $1. And I might have one later on, but we also have a coin that is worth $2, and it is called a toonie. So that is $1 if you're wondering when I took it out. So that is a loonie. And then in gas, you know what, you guys, gas prices are horrendous. So we have nothing in gas. They're really bad here. It's up to like $1.74, I want to say, in Southern Alberta. And then everything else we keep in here. I did mention in my last video that I think I'm going to move beauty, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe pets and beauty into my sinking funds binder, just because I don't use those a lot. Like I do use them, you know, maybe once a month, but I don't need to take it with me everywhere I go. My household, I do. Like I mentioned before, the household is our renovation money right now. That's what we use this for. So I need to have that with me just in case there's something that I need to pick up. And, but we'll see. But let's go to the very back. I do have an envelope here that is called deposit. Now this envelope here is used for my savings challenge. So I put all of my rollover money into my deposit envelope, and then that is what I pick out my savings challenge with. So let's put it in with all of the deposit money that we have. There is a toonie in here from last time or a couple times ago. So that is our $2 here. So our change adds up quite fast, but that's all right. You know what I mean? It's kind of a little bit nice to not have dollar bills. We used to actually have a $2 bill in Canada before we got the toonies. So we'll just leave that in there. And we are going to add what we have here for our total is $16.85. is what we have. So that's really good. I'm just happy with anything that is left over, honestly. Throughout the week, I really try and, you know, think about my purchases. Obviously, that's why we have a budget, and that's why we have a cash budget. If we spend everything, we spend everything. But it really makes you think on what you're spending as well. You know, if that money that you are spending is really going to something that you need and want, and, you know, not just to spend money, right? All right, so now in our deposit, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 75. Wow, that's adding up a lot. Like I just started this. This is probably like week 3, I want to say. So that is really good. And then I have some change. I probably have about $4 in change. Let's see. 3, 75, 85, 95, and we have $80.05 in here for our savings challenge. That's amazing. So now is the time where I am going to be doing my savings challenge, you guys. So if you would have watched my last video, I have started a savings challenge. I just bought this envelope from the dollar store, just a cheapo. And what I had done is I kind of kept the same idea of it. I just changed the numbers around. So on Etsy, of course, I'm a huge fan now of Etsy, and I've been definitely, you know, buying lots of things. You know, I shouldn't say a lot. I've probably only spent $2 or $3, but I found this $500 challenge on Etsy. And I will put the name, I can't remember off the top. Oh, I did write it on the back. Perfect. So the Etsy shop here is Carrie J Budgets, and it is on Etsy. So that is where I got this. It was only $1. I believe it was $1 and some to get this one challenge. But the one thing that I liked about it is because I am mainly putting money towards debt, and I want to do a savings challenge, but I don't want to be spending a lot. So I decided that by the end of the year, I want to save $500. Okay. So I'm going to pull an envelope every week until then. There is 30 envelopes, 30 of these markers. You guys know we did one at the last cash stuffing, so I'm going to color that in today, but I am going to pull another envelope and then color it in. So what I did is I did, in a sense, 29 envelopes, because we already did one $5 one last cash stuffing. So I did 29 envelopes to match all of these denominations. And then I shuffled the envelopes all up, same sort of idea if you would have watched my last video. And then I will pull, every week I will pull one, and then I will put the money in that envelope, and then I will put it at the back of this envelope, just like I did with our first $5 one. I used change last time, and then we will color this in. So that's exciting. I'm probably going to do this until it's filled up. Like I said, there's 30, so it will be 30 weeks. So it definitely will take me before the end of the year, and then I'll do another challenge. But I'm just working towards my money going towards debt. But obviously these are fun. You know what I mean? I just didn't want huge denominations and thought this would still be fun. All right, so let's pick which one we're going to do next. And then we will color in one of the honeycombs here, okay? So, like I said, randomly going to pick one. This is the fun part. Ooh, we have a big one. So $15 this week, which is totally fine because we do have that. Like I said, that's what this money here is for our savings challenge, just to make it a little bit fun. So I am going to take out, I think I'm going to take out two 10s, I'm going to take out 3 5s. That's what I'm going to do. All right. 5, 10, and $15 is going in this week's savings challenge. So this was just, like I mentioned, was literally so simple. I just made up these envelopes that I got from the dollar store, and I labeled them accordingly. I'm going to seal this, and labeled them accordingly to this savings challenge. So it's totally up to you guys. There's so many different kind of savings challenges out there. So I'm just gonna put this at the very back of my little envelope here. And at the front is where I keep my mixtures of all the envelopes. And then in the middle is where I just keep the savings challenge piece of paper. So let's color that in. We are gonna use 2 different colors. I had to steal some pencil crayons from my 19-year-old daughter. I don't have pencil crayons anymore. All right, let's fill in a 5, because the 5 is going to be from the last cash stuffing when we first started this whole challenge. And then we will color in a 15. Feels like it's arts and crafts time again, you guys, right? At age 45, who would have thought we were going to be doing arts and crafts again? This just makes it fun, though. You know, saving money should be fun, and this kind of makes it just more interesting. Like, I think this is my favorite day of the week, is literally seeing what I have left over and stuffing all of my envelopes again for a successful week to stay on track. How about you guys? Is this your favorite part of budgeting? There we go. We have 2 squares filled in. So I'm just going to put this back in my envelope until next week, and let's move on to the real thing. This is why we are all here, is it not? It is for the cash stuffing. All right, make sure that's zippered up. Yep. All right, let's get started. So groceries, we are going to put this remainder in. It is $40.25 is what we have left in groceries, because you guys know I live out of town. So I live 30 minutes outside of town, and when I go to town to go to the bank is usually when I will do my other errands, like my groceries and doing all the things. So, all right, groceries is done. Personal, I'm just going to move this a little bit closer. Maybe you guys can see it a little bit better while I'm working here. Personal is going to be getting $10 again. That seems to be working. I had just started this cash stuffing at the beginning of February, so I'm still learning as far as like my amounts to put in here. But you know what? $10 is working, and $10 for dining out, which seems to be working as well. Most of the time, if Jimmy and I do go out, we plan it well ahead. So, you know, if we do plan on going out, we do have some gift cards, which I should probably put in here for the keg and for a steak place in town. But, you know, we probably will use those first, and we do budget and kind of like make a date night with each other, so I know well in advance to budget for it. So gas is getting $50 this week. I am going to see how this lasts us. Well, last me. Jimmy, like I had mentioned, he gets his $200 cash for 2 weeks, and he can use it on whatever. That includes gas, right? But I'm gonna, hopefully that's gonna last me for the week. We will see. Pets is getting $10 this week. And this goes towards dog food mainly, and like treats sometimes, because I usually buy treats outside of like my grocery budget. So this goes for dog food and treats, and I just bought dog food. All right, next is going to be household. So like I had mentioned before, household is being used for our renovations. For our bathroom renovations, we just purchased a tub and tile. I don't think we're going to purchase anything this week, but I do try to add $300 every 2 weeks. So today I am going to be adding $150, 50, 100, and 150. And we still have some left. We have a big $100 bill in there. So now we have 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 275, 280, and looks like we have $2.30. So that's pretty good. $282.85. I think that's what I said. But like I said, this gets used on a weekly basis, so I just keep on adding to it because we did have like the tub, the tile was expensive. We bought drywall. Like it's all kind of expensive stuff right now. So I just keep on adding to that. And then I use it on a weekly basis. Beauty is getting $10 this week. So now in beauty, I have 20, 40, 50, 55. So I get my nails done once a month, and that is, I think I'm about halfway there. So I have 2 more weeks, and it's $60 to get my nails filled. All right, and Christmas, oh, we're not doing anything in emergency, and we're not doing anything in giving, sorry. So that is it for that envelope, or for that binder. This is the binder that I carry with me most times when I go out. So let's move on to our sinking funds binder. This is my sinking funds binder, and we are going to start off with Christmas. So Christmas is getting $10 this week. All right, so now in Christmas we have 50, 70, 90, 100, and $110. We are over the $100 mark in Christmas. Next, we will be adding to birthday. We are going to add $10 this week. Now, I will have to be using this week because it is my dad's 81st birthday, you guys. So I will be taking out of here because I'm going to be taking him out for lunch. That's usually what we do for his birthday. So in here I have $50, $60, $5. So like I said, I will be taking some money out of here and taking him out for lunch. So that's exciting. 81 years old, unbelievable. All right, vacation, we are putting nothing in car maintenance. Vacation is getting $10 this week. So in vacation we have $10, $20, and $30. Like I said, this is just going for gas when we decide to go visit my daughter, or when my husband goes and gets his gun in Calgary, which is about 2 hours away. So that's just mainly gas money, and we don't plan on going for a little while yet, so I still have time to work that up. All right, this is where I need to explain. So taxes, I had $100 and $70, I believe, in my tax envelope. So Jimmy and I went to get our taxes done, and it cost exactly, for him, it cost $170. So I had enough in here, which was perfect. And then for mine, my taxes get also my small business taxes. So mine is a write-off. So I ended up paying my taxes out of my business account, because if you would have watched my one of my last videos, I did my income for YouTube, because I do have another channel here on YouTube, and I have created this small business with it where I get multiple streams of income. And my taxes, I got it done for my business, and I ended up having to pay, I think it was $288 for mine and my business income tax, which wasn't too bad, but I just paid it out of my business account because it is a tax write-off, and that is why I keep it separate from my personal account to my business account, so I can keep track of my transactions. So that worked out perfectly. I am not going to be stuffing this until April. And April, we are going to start over the year again. All right, car registration though, we are adding $40 to that. All right, so let's add $40. So car registration, like I mentioned, is due at the end of March. So we need to have about $280 to $300 in order to pay for all of our stuff that we need to register. And it only happens once a year. Everything happens at the end of March for us. So we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260. So I should have this fully funded by next week, which is perfect because, like I said, it's due by the end of March. And then I will start this envelope all over again at the beginning of April as well. And then our Apollo, we actually are, I allocated money for this, and this is where, again, this is where my budget changed again. So our Apollo, once I looked online to see when it was due, it was actually due on March 19th. I thought I had until the end of the month. So what I ended up doing is I took everything that I had in this envelope, which wasn't very much. I want to say it was $70, and I put it on my credit card, and then I paid Apollo with my credit card. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add in $30 to Apollo. But the whole thing is that this money is actually going to be going back to the bank in order to pay my credit card to pay this amount. I know it's confusing. It's just what I had to do. I didn't stuff enough because I just started this. So I needed to pay the remainder on my credit card. So once I find out the exact amount, because it's $159 American is what I paid with my credit card. So I need to find out and maybe call and find the transactions to find out how much I owe. Because I definitely, or I can just even wait until I get my my statement and pay all of it, because the credit card I use doesn't have a balance on it. But I have to repay myself back for that. So I'm just gonna put this in Apollo right now, and I might just keep on adding my remainder to it before the end of March, and then I'll just pay off that whole statement with what I have, you know, saved up in Apollo. I know it's really confusing. So Apollo now, I put in 30. We did have 70. And so that makes it 100. So I'm hoping to get another like $100 in here by the end of the month and pay off the Apollo that I ended up putting on my credit card. It's just how it worked out. Trying to avoid that going further. That is why I started this journey, but it is what it is. All right, and that is it for my envelopes, you guys. So exciting part, especially my savings challenge. I am so excited about my savings challenge, and especially how I decided that I was going to do it now. So many exciting things happened in this video, and you know, I'm just still learning. So that is kind of why I do the savings challenge, and you know, hopefully everything that I'm doing sounds relatable for everybody that does have a budgeting channel on YouTube. But I'm getting there. I'm really happy with my progress so far. I think I'm doing great. It's only been like, I want to say maybe a month that I've been doing this and following the cash budget. So we are well on our way. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.